الله الرحمن الرحيم وصلى الله على النبي الأمي الكريم. وبالجملة فجمهور الناس لا يتم تكليفهم إلا بأوقات وأركان وشروط وعقوبات وأحكام كلية ونحو ذلك. وإذا شئت أن تعرف لتشريع ميزانا فتأمل حال الطبيب الحاذق عندما يجتهد في سياسة المرضى ويخبرهم بما لا يعرفون ويكلفهم بما لا يحيطون بدقائقه علما، كيف يعمد إلى مظنات محسوسة فيقيمها مقام الأمور الخفية كما يقيم حمرة البشرة وخروج الدم من اللثة مقام غلبة الدم، وكيف ينظر إلى قوة المرض وسن المريض وبلده وفصله وإلى قوة الدواء وجميع ما هنالك، فيحدث بمقدار خاص من الدواء يلائم الحالة فيكلفه به. وربما اتخذ قاعدة كلية من قبل إقامة المظنة مقام سبب المرض، وإقامة هذا القدر الذي تفطن به من الدواء مقام إزالة المادة المؤذية أو تغيير هيئتها الفاسدة. فيقول مثلا من احمرت بشرته ودميت لثته وجب عليه بحكم الطب أن يحتسي على الريق شراب العناب أو ماء العسل، ومن لم يفعل ذلك فإنه على شرف الهلاك. ويقول من تناول من معجون كذا وكذا وزن مثقال زال عنه مرض كذا وأمن من مرض كذا، فيؤثر عنه تلك الكلية ويعمل بها، فيجعل الله في ذلك نفعا كثيرا إلى آخره. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وصلى الله على النبي الكريم محمد وآله وأصحابه أجمعين. Imam Rahmatullahi alayh, he said from the very beginning of this chapter that deen, since the first day, is one and the same till it was completed with by the message of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. But the rules, laws and sharia in different time, these were different. Why? Because the area was considered, the time was considered, the nature of the people of that time and area were considered as well. So actually rules are, or laws are, how to reform people and how to control them and to put them on the right track. That is the purpose of Sharia. So that's why Sharia in different time, they are different. So Imam Rahmatullahi alayh, after that, he has said that the common thing is ibadat for reformation and rules for their control. And now he is going to give us the khulasa and the brief and the summary, that for the said purpose Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He has prescribed times for certain things. They do it in such and such time. Also, Sharia has mentioned the arkan and constituents of every amal, and also the shurut and prerequisites of every amal. and also the Sharia. He has prescribed the punishments for certain things, and also ahkam kulliya, general rules. So it means, look at me, that Sharia is just like a scale, which has scale good and bad from both sides. That to what extent goods are to be ordered to do it, and to what extent non-doing has to take place, that don't do this and don't do this and don't do this. So now Imam Rahmatullah alayhi says, to bring it close to your intellectual approach to understand it, he says that, have you ever gone to a tabib and doctor? So what the tabib is doing, he is checking you. He is taking into consideration, number one, the area and its climate. Number two, the nature of the person concerned. Even though in allopathic, they are not taking into consideration these things. They are giving the same medicine. Yes, in every area, they take it and take it and take it and take it. But in herbal medicine, because that was my field, so in herbal medicine, they were checking, this is winter, this is autumn, this is spring, this is summer. This area is like this. The climate here is like this. The Hawa and the air is like this. The food of this area is like this. So, what is to be prescribed for this guy? To eat as food and eat as medicine. And what is to be forbidden not to eat it? Got it? So the tabib, they were doing like this. So Imam Rahmatullah alayhi said, if you want to know and to understand the Sharia as a scale, so just look at that process of the tabib haziq, an expert doctor of herbal medicine, that what he is doing. So he says, wabil jumla, and in brief, فَجَمْهُورُ النَّاسِ لَا يَتِمُّ تَكْلِيفُهُمْ إِلَّا بِأَوْقَاتٍ وَأَرْكَانٍ وَشُرُوطٍ وَعُقُوبَاتٍ. That all people, their taklif make them bound. Taklif means to make them bound to do. So their taklif will not be perfect, but to prescribe the times, the constituents, the prerequisites, the punishments, and the kulli ahkam, and the like of that. And if you want, أن تعرف للتشريع ميزانا, to know a scale for Sharia, فتأمل حال الطبيب الحاذق. So look at the procedure which is taking place by an expert tabib. عندما يجتهد في سياسة المرضى, when siyasat is what? To correct a thing. When he is trying how to correct the patient. When he is making his efforts. Ijtihad means making efforts. في سياسة المرضى, in tadabir of sick. ويخبرهم, and he is informing them بما لا يعرفون, what these sick people themselves they do not know. ويكلفهم, and he is making them bound بما لا يحيطون بدقائقه علما, which they do not know with all of its ifs and buts. Daqaiq mean with all of its ifs and buts they do not know. So he tells them, look, don't eat that thing and that thing and that thing. And look, when you are eating, your food should be like this. كيف يعمد إلى مظنات محسوسة. Mazanna mean a place where a result is very much understood that the result will be like this. كيف يعمد إلى مظنات محسوسة. How he is approaching the places, mahsus places. فيقيمها مقام الأمور الخفية. He put that in place of certain hidden things. كما يقيم, look at me. Look at me. So the tabib haziq, here, look, what we were doing, but that's a matter of experience. So as now I am not doing it, so that's why I do not prescribe. But the tabib, he is holding the nabs, the pulse. Yes, and he is looking at the mareez and the sick as well. So he said, oh. So then he says that stop eating salt too much. Do not eat the yellow part of eggs. And eat not the cow and buffalo meat. Eat fish a lot. Yes? He is here from and looking at the mareez. So he is looking at his complexion. Got it? And he says, bring out your tongue. Your stomach is heating up. So he tells him that early in the morning, empty stomach, you will take 1 cup of sharbat buzuri. That's a sweet syrup, sharbat buzuri. Yes, to control that heating up of the stomach. Because first, in herbal medicine, first of all, they look at the stomach. They say that the whole problem is going to from head to toe. That's from stomach. It starts there from. So first you have to the tank. That's the tank. Yes, a tanki. So you have to correct the tanki first. The problem is coming there from. So Imam Rahmatullah alayhi said, Kama yuqimu humrat al-bashrati, like the red complexion of his skin, wa khuruj ad-dam min al-lissa, and his orals are bleeding. The person's orals are bleeding. So these two things, he is telling them, ghalabatud dam, that is blood pressure. What is that? This blood pressure. وَكَيْفَ يَنْظُرُ إِلَىٰ قُوَّةِ الْمَرَضِ وَسِنِّ الْمَرِيضِ. Number one, look at me. He is checking with that how strong this sickness is. Number one. And number two, what's the age of the person? And here also, the doctor, he is looking at your age or not? Yes. Say, he is looking at your age. وَبَلَدِهِ, and where you are living? Here, in north, in Death Valley, or where? Because the climate, it affects. وَبَلَدِهِ وَفَصْلِهِ, and the season. Fasl mean? The season. This is autumn, this is spring, this is winter, this is summer. Got it? وَإِلَىٰ قُوَّةِ الدَّوَاءِ, and also he look at the strength of the medicine. He is going to give it, you have 500 milligram. What do you say? 500 milligram. You know you have to take only 200 milligram because of your stomach problem. You will not digest it. Otherwise you need 500 milligram, but you should not take it. But you should take 500 milligram every day, but in 3 portions. Got it? Or 3 times. وَجَمِيعَ مَا هُنَاكَ, and all the things which is according to his experience. فَيَحْدُثُ مِقْدَارٍ خَاص, and thus he finds out. يَحْدُث, he finds out. بِمِقْدَارٍ خَاصٍ مِنَ الدُّعَى, that this much of a specific dua, يُلَائِمُ الْحَالِ, that is according to the circumstances. فَيُكَلِّفُ بِهِ, he makes him bound to do that. وَرُبَّمَا اتَّخَذَ قَاعِدَةً كُلِّيَّةً, and sometimes the same tabib, he makes a general rule. For example, look at me, that whosoever his complexion is becoming red and his orals are bleeding, so it is known that he has blood pressure. So whenever any sick man comes to him and he has not yet taken his pulse, he asks him, what's going on? He looks at his face, red. He says, open your mouth. Oh, so sometime your orals are bleeding? Says, yes. Say, oh, blood pressure. Got it? So he makes a qaida kulliya min qibali iqamati al-mazannati maqam sabab al-maraz, that place, he makes it maqam sabab al-maraz, that is actually the sabab and the reason for this sickness. Wa iqamati hadha al-qadr alladhi tafattana bi min ad-du'a, and whatever the volume of medicine he was going for this maraz. So that's a general rule with him. Maqama izalatil maddatil muziyya, that it will take away the bad stuff from your body. Aw taghir hay'atil fasida, or the material inside your body, the chemicals of your body that has become rotten or that has become disturbed. So it will change its combination. فَيَقُولُ masalan, for example, as a general rule, he says, when he is teaching his students, مَنْ احْمَرَّتْ بِشْرَتُهُ, that whose face is red, وَدَمِيَتْ لِسَّتُهُ, and orals are bleeding, وَجَبَ عَلَيْهِ بِحُكْمِ الطِّبِّ, so now for him, he is a patient of blood pressure. So for him, the dua is also known. The medicine also knows. So this is must for him. And that is the hukm and the commandment of tib and medicine. أن يحتسي على الريق شراب العناب. على الريق mean empty stomach. على الريق mean empty stomach. Empty stomach. أن يحتسي شراب العناب. You know عناب? Jojo bees. What? You know jojo bees or not? You don't know?
I know.
Yes. You people know or not? So you are not eating it. Just go to Desi store. Desi store means non-American store. But now not. That is finished. I think the season is finished. Tarjan, you know that we brought one big carton from Hafidhahullah house once. Yes? Gawawa, and the other one was? Jojo bees. So, Jojo bees, they make its syrup. They are, yes, crush it and put it in water and boil it and boil it and boil it and boil it and put lot of sugar therein to make it a sweet syrup. Yes? So, that much amount in this big cup. They put that much amount and then mix with water and empty stomach. Got it? Got it or not? Because jojo bees and its syrup, that's very good to clean your blood. What? To clean your blood. Got it? Like chukandar is good for that other thing. So anyhow, where is Masood?
It boosts immunity.
Huh?
It boosts immunity.
Yes. So you should find jojo bees. When I find anywhere, because that is not very much available here.
You get the frozen one.
Huh?
You get frozen one.
There is? Where?
In like India sweet spices at different stores.
There are?
My dad eats a lot.
Huh?
My dad eats it.
That's good. Now everybody should eat it. But, so anyhow, I have put 2 trees there, but it gives only a few, like 15, 20. And I need a bunch of that. So, and actually, Hafidhahullah brought me those trees. Because when I was bringing that, I said, Hafidhahullah, yes, sometime its babies are growing here. He said, growing here, but we throw it away. I said, don't throw it away. Yes, but I told him that next time when babies are grown, so bring me 2, 3. Yes, so instead of because he's a nice man, so he went to store and he bought 2 for $100 and brought it to me that I brought you 2 big trees, have it. So anyhow. You have place in house or not?
I have some trees.
Huh?
Some trees.
What trees?
One is pomegranate.
Huh?
One is
Oh, this year our pomegranate has done lot of pomegranate. That because of its ripening, all of them are broken. But we are enjoying it. So anyhow. So awma'ul asal, or to drink with empty stomach, the honey water. Honey water means mix water with honey and drink it. وَمَنْ لَمْ يَفْعَلْ ذَلِكَ, and he makes a rule that whosoever will not do and he has that problem, فَإِنَّهُ عَلَى شَرَفِ الْحَلَاقِ, so he doesn't know what time he is going to die. So to protect your life, just have this medicine. وَيَقُولُ مَنْ تَنَاوَلَ مِنْ مَعْجُونَ كَذَا وَكَذَا. Ma'jun mean different type of herbs or seeds. They are crushing together, putting it in honey, putting it in honey, and then cover it from all around in a mud pot. In what? In a pottery. In what? In a pottery. And then they dig a hole for that. in the earth. Yes, and put that there and cover it with a lot of dirt. Got it? So the sun rays are going down to that mud, and that thing is mingling with one another constantly. They put it for a month or so, and then after a month, they bring it out. So now that's a ready-made medicine, which is called ma'joon. What? Ma'joon. Ma'joon literal meaning is the doughed one. What? The doughed one. D-O-U-G-H. Dough. So your mom is not doing the flour, or she does?
Yes.
Okay. So that's called ma'joon. ويقول من تناول من معجون كذا وكذا وزن مثقال. Yes, that much amount. Misqal is a small amount. زال عنه مرض كذا وكذا. So such like maraz will go from him. For example, if somebody want, yes, to strengthen his brain, so there is a majun which is called majun a falasifa, the medicine for philosophers. Medicine for what? For philosophers. But here, the herbal medicine are not available. Yes, only sometime I find Sharbati Buzuri in Makkah store. Sharbat Buzuri. Sometime back, they used to bring Sharbati Unab, Sharbati Ajaz, and Sharbati Banafsha. So Banafsha, that is such a syrup which is very good for your runny nose and your chest problem. وزن مثقال زال عنه مرض كذا وكذا وأمن من مرض كذا فيوسر عنه تلك الكلية. So that general rule that is related and narrated from that tabib, that Ibn Sina said so and so. Imam Razi, he said about this problem. Ibn al-Haytham, he said like so and so. And Jassas, because all of them, they were doctors and they were scientists, he has said so. فَيَجْعَلُ اللَّهُ ذَلِكَ فِي ذَلِكَ نَفْعًا كَثِيرًا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he puts a lot of benefit in that type of prescription, in that type of medicine. That is.
I think you get it in downtown.
Huh?
The Jujubi. I think there's another name for it too, but